Hello, YouTube land. Welcome to another edition of Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff, and today, get that shiny just a little, maybe for you. I can't get it. There it is. Generation Toy J4ZZ, also known as Jazz. This is the an equivalent. Generation Toy put out an equivalent to a masterpiece scale Jazz, and I'm going to tell you off the bat, I think he's a great figure. The price is going to be of course, up to you. I will let you know what I paid for him, what retail is, and what I've seen him also go for online. The box is really nice because it looks like you can just kind of unslit this tab, like there's like a little fold right here, and if you unslit it you can get yourself like a little mini poster. I'm not going to do that. I think the box is really nice. This is a slip cover and it is a pain in the butt to get out. So what I did is I left the lid in there, and I wanted to show you how this thing comes packaged. It comes in foam. Now this is cool. I like this. I like that third-party toys are doing this now, and of course now I can't get the foam out, right? And it's really simple. What it comes with is just the car and the gun, and that's it. You know, it's all Jazz needs. I really like the way that they're doing these foam inserts because it just gives that little bit of extra quality. I wish Masterpiece would do this instead of just bumping up their prices and giving us plastic trays. It'd be nice if they bumped up their prices and gave us like something worth it. Sorry, that's my little rant against MP Megatron, MP whatever he's called now, Megatron. So I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to put this package off to the side too. And he does come with a nice instruction booklet. Gives you that same photo before. It says instruction sheet. It does fold out. Everything that you're looking at, all the movement parts are in red, and then it's just grayscale, which is really nice. It's very accurate. I didn't have find too many things that I don't think I found anything that I had to change, except one thing. It's when his head. They never show you really when to pull out his head. They just put it up, and it's kind of weird that they don't show how far it's tucked back or anything, but whatever. Everything else is fine. He does come with his blaster, and I am doing this a little differently than my other reviews because I'm really wanting to show you some stuff. And you know, this does have a little thing that allows it to tilt up while it's in gun mode, or in car mode, excuse me. This is MP Jazz, or Generation Toy J4ZZ. And he is a Porsche type car. I think he looks amazing. The windows are kind of tinted. Of course, you can see the kibble in there like you would on any others. Under the underside, you know these are the legs because you see the crotch piece. And then, of course, you think his arms, his head is hidden. Everything's hidden really well. Couple of gimmick tires. They feel like rubber, and I think they're rubber because it's not like, it doesn't feel like plastic rolling back and forth. So I think yeah, these are rubber. Sorry. Die cast. He does have this piece is die cast, and I think that's it. Unless this is really solid plastic, could be too. This is a cool feature. I like this. His doors do open, so you can open his doors and just have them kind of hang open. Maybe put Spike or somebody there. And I don't have Spike out for size comparison. But you see this silver panel right here? This is a magnet. And as you take the doors in, they get a little close. Boom, they close. Won't close all the way, but they close. And I like that. It's just a neat little feature. I mean, it's nothing like it's going to make or break the selling of the toy. He's really nice. This is like a silverish pearl, or this is like a mother of pearl paint with, he has clear headlights, black rubber. These are rubber, the rear view mirrors. And this is also a softer plastic, but really nice. And, show you a couple different size comparisons here. I'm going to line him up. Here he is with G1 Jazz. This is the reissue, of course. Who has a, otherwise he'd be a beautiful Jazz. And with the G1 Jazz, you can tell. I mean, he's much bigger, of course, but I still like the Agent Meister. This is a really nice mold, great, beautifully done. But I just like this figure a lot. And then here he is with the what is it? The Reveal the Shield Jazz. This is the G1 paint job, and you can see how they fare with one another. He's much longer, of course. And what kind of comparison would this be with the a kind of a masterpiece toy and a without a masterpiece. So here he is with red alert or alert, and he's a little longer. So, but I think they actually kind of scale well together. I mean, they look pretty nice. Well, he actually, I think it may be just a little too big. I don't know, but whatever. So to transform this guy, we're gonna flip him over, and you're gonna have to get these pieces out. Now, these pieces, for some reason, these are his shoulder cannons, and they always give me a little trouble. So I try to get in there with this gun, or even with because I can't get in there with my nails because I trimmed my nails. And watch, I'm gonna have the whole. Well, okay, let me do it this way. I'm gonna bring the wheels out to the side. I'm going to unpeg this, and there's this little piece here, and this tab is going to go into that slot there. That'll tab in right there, and then you're going to bring this piece down, and you see his face, and of course you'll see his arms here, and then you're going to bring these arms out, kind of move these out a little bit, and I'm trying. Well, I just elongated the arm. It's on a double hinge here. And you'll see it just kind of, you just pull it straight down and it'll unfold the hinge. And then bring these guns. These just slide up and down and just fold this out. And turn this around like so. He's got this piece here. It'll just, it's the rim up here, and this brings the wheel up top. And then you bring the arm. Okay, so bring that there. Sorry, just kind of concentrating there for a moment. And then this one down, arm. We're going to bring this up again. There's like a little double hinge in here. You'll see this kind of comes right up like so. I'm sorry if I'm not as animated as I feel I should be right now. I think I'm coming down with a cold or something, and just feel kind of tired. So let's hope it's nothing major. And actually that's like that. And then you bring these guns up and you just point these forward, and you can kind of have them position however you want. I'll also show you how you can tuck them back too. It's kind of cool. And then bring the doors out. Go ahead and open these doors, and then you can fold down the window on both sides, just like that. And then we're going to bring these down on the side. I'm going to come up here. No, there's this part comes up. You're going to flip. Okay, you got to untab this portion here, because otherwise you'd probably rip off the rear spoiler. Can't do that. How's he supposed to get going without a spoiler? So, and you're going to push your finger here. You're going to pop this up just a little bit, and then bring that out. You're going to bring this out just kind of like some of the other masterpiece, like Prowl and those that you've probably already have and have been having fun with. And then you're going to, I got those separated. Going to pull this piece out. There's a little tab here, and there's a little notch right here that just goes into. And you're gonna fold this like this, bring these around like so, and then you're going to unfold the leg. All right. You see his foot here. This is going to, why is it? There it is. That has to come up. Okay, we're going to rotate this down a little bit. We're going to take this window, and we're going to rotate this window all the way around like so. That tucks right in there. You come back out. You're going to flip. Actually, just going to do that I'll leave that there for now. Sorry. And we're going to come up and bring this portion. You're going to bring this up like so. And then you're going to tuck this piece in here, like so. And then you just rotate everything down. Nice ratchets in the knees, right? And then we're going to there we go. Sorry. I tucked it too early. Just tuck it in here. It'll press up against there and make sure that that's out of the way. You're going to bring the foot down like so. You're going to bring the top front of the foot. You're going to flip it down. On the bottom, you're going to take out the little heel spur that's here. Come on. Where? I see you. That pulls out right there. Now, one other piece is this right here. There's a little small flap that comes up right here that's tucked in there. And you gotta, if you have nails, you'll be able to get it no problem. And then you're gonna bring this down here and you're gonna take this, and there's a little peg here, a little slot here. You're gonna peg that into place. Nice clip into place there. And then this tab will go back into that slot again. And there you have a foot or a leg. And you're going to do the same thing. Oh, this folded back on itself. Really did not mean to do that. Okay, forgot to do this. So bring this around. We're going to bring the untab the window on this side. Come on, there we go. Get it out of the way. Bring the windshield in and tuck it in. And then I'm going to bring the foot back in like so. Rotate the foot. You can rotate the foot or set up the feet anytime you want. You just find out what's easier for you. The instructions have you doing it, I think, in a really awkward way. I guess maybe that is one of the problems I had. Nope. Okay, sorry. You're going to bring this in, tuck this in as so. Okay, and then that's what the back of his legs look like. We're going to come back around, turn him around here, clip that into place like we did just a few minutes ago on the other side. Come on, there we go. Line up, bring that in. That's line in. I like how they snap into place. Makes me feel more confident about the connection. The feet do have a nice little pivot on them, so let's set that there for now. He's going to be top heavy. So we're going to bring down these pieces here. I just want to get the feet kind of lined up. And you're going to turn this guy all the way around like so. Bring it down here. You're going to bring this forward. And you're going to take his head. And you're going to turn it up and go through. Now, there's two panels here. You can see there's these little tabs right here. You're going to bring those up. There's one on each side. This fills out the torso area, which I like really nicely. And then you're going to bring this portion down here, and you see this big old large tab. You're going to go like that, and you can put your finger right in here, and then you just. Oop! I am so sorry. You're going to put your finger in there. My finger's in here, and you're just going to push that up. Make sure those are together, and that will. It's a really deep hole there, so it actually fills in really nice and tucks in really nice. And let's see here. His look coming together. He's looking pretty good. Almost done. So there's a small, very small little panel here that flips out. Like so. And there's a little tiny tab right there. And there's a little slot right there. And you just bring this in and just bring it down on top of it. And hold on here. Just kind of come in and see what I'm doing here. It's like, see how it's kind of high up. You just kind of let it kind of sink in a little bit. And then you just line that up. And that's in. And then you just turn his head around. Oh, hold it. It didn't do it right. Why, when I'm on camera, do I have the problem? Okay, then you're going to take this last piece here up there, go ahead and collapse. Right, you're going to see just like that. Lines up. Or actually, it's like that. That's when in car mode. I am sorry. And of course, you need his hand. So the panels here for his hands are kind of nice in that they hide well. Like you see the small screw marks or whatever, or the screw, the peg hole for the pin. And his hands are really cool, you know, because they're just like Masterpiece hands. Like I said, this guy fits in really well with your Masterpiece collection. You do open up. He does have an independent, no, he does not. I thought he had an independent finger for some reason, but he doesn't. So there he is, being all jazzy himself. And there he is in robot mode, and I think he looks great. He fits in really well on the Masterpiece shelf, in my opinion. I did add the Repro label. That's just an Autobot label that I wanted on there because I thought he looked really cool with it. So now a couple features here, like he does have some really nice light piping. I don't have a light. Actually, I do. Do I have a light that I can show you? I do not. Hold on. I do. And it's because I have been really wasn't thinking when I set up this video, and I just, of course, dropped something else that's really not important. So I apologize. So see, look at those. Look at that blue visor. It's just beautifully blue. Like comes right in and really cool, right? So light piping is great for his visor. He does have his doors. I mean, you can bring them back. You really can't tuck them in, which, you know, in Jet on the cartoon, he has his doors out sometimes and they're in sometimes, depending on which G1 episode you're watching. These, you can actually, if you don't like them, you can either unscrew them and take them off, or you can just tuck them behind his arm. I'm not really into modifying a lot of my Transformers or anything, just because if I decide I don't want it anymore, then I like to sell it and not have anybody wonder, hey, what did you do to it? So anyway, so let's go ahead and look at articulation. His head is on a ball joint. He can look up and he can look down a little bit, but not really. And he, you know, go back and forth. Shoulder articulation, he does get kind of wide out there. He does have a bicep swivel, and he has a 90-degree elbow. Bring this tire back down, sorry. Okay, and he does have a waist swivel that is not really limited by just, I mean, you can get really over 90 degrees. This is bad if he's in this position because that means he's about to die or something. He does have nice friction joints, ball jointed hips, and ball jointed hips, and he can kick forward about that far, and he can go back that far. He does have nice ratcheting knees, go to 90 degrees, and then his foot has some articulation. He does have a foot movement as part of transformation, and he does have a nice ankle rocker, is also part of transformation, but it's also built in for that. His hands do swivel. He does open up, and he does have a nice wide open hand if you need. And then of course his gun fits right in. Now there is a groove. If you look at the gun, it's kind of like a weird grip on it, and it really has to do with the fingers and everything that are put into position. But he holds his gun very well. Bring that door back out. He holds his gun fairly well, and he does pose really nice. Like you can get some good poses out of him, and you know, if you need to, and depends on how you. I don't know what it is with my shelves and my figures, but when I pose them, I like having them kind of at attention for some reason, and just looking all bad and ready to go and ready to rumble, and they got their guns in their hands, and I don't know. That's just me. So there he is. That is Jazz. Let me go bring a couple comparisons out for you. This is Jazz with excuse me, here he is with Masterpiece Prowl, and I think they're a pretty good matchup. They look really nice together. I think they look fantastic together on the shelf. Here he is with Masterpiece Ratchet. I'm gonna get Prowl out of the way. Bring the camera up just a little bit so you can see, it's not a bad scale, for Ratchet. And of course, here he is with MP10, because we got to see how all the boys look with the boss, right? And I'm going to bring, excuse me, my camera went crooked. There he is with the big man. And last but not least, I'm not going to show you with the transformed reissue of Jazz for the commemorative edition, just because a couple of his stickers are falling off, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to get repro labels, and I kind of just don't want to mess with him right now. So here he is with the Reveal the Shield Jazz. Now this is not the G1 or the G2 version I showed you earlier. He does have the G1 colors. And if you look, I mean, besides the blues being lighter on this one and back and forth, I think he looks great. I think he's fantastic. Maybe I can do this real quick. I think he looks great. I think he's a fantastic figure. I think he's done extremely well, and I think Generation Toy really really came together on it. I think they did a fantastic job, and I like them a lot, which is, I can't say it's not something I was expecting really. When I got it, well, I can't say that because who wants to buy it? No one's going to buy a toy that they're not expecting is going to look good. But what I'm saying is when I actually wound up purchasing this figure, I was thinking that, maybe I was thinking that he's going to be good, but maybe he's going to have a lot more flaws than I thought. And in all honesty, he did not have as many flaws as I thought he was going to have. I've seen other third-party toys that look horrible with, and I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen some where they don't look great at all. They don't fit the mold. They don't fit what we're looking for, I think, in terms of Masterpiece. But I think he's a very close to like a Generations type version of a Masterpiece figure, not having to do with Generation Toy, but if you look at the Generation class figures and then back and forth, he's a good mixture of both, in my opinion. And I went ahead and transformed Jazz because, maybe he does need to see his little counterpart too. And oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Forgot to spread the legs. It's been a while since I transformed this little guy. So there he is. So you can see he's all jazzy with all of his little figures, his little people around him, or other versions of himself. And I'm sorry for the length of the video, but I do want to say this. I got this one for $80. He was a display. Retails right now between 100 and 110. I have seen him on eBay for about 130. So I wasn't all heartbroken about buying the display. But I wound up getting another one for some reason. I think I just kind of forgot what I bought, and that doesn't happen to me very often, but it happened. So now I have two of these guys, and I don't know what I'm going to do, whether or not I'm going to sell them. It's too late to return him, and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So, but on that note, I would say if you need a if you need a Masterpiece Jazz in your collection, you can't wait for Takara Tomy and Hasbro, which I really couldn't. I really like Jazz. I think he's a great character. I think you can't go wrong with the Generation Toy Jazz. You'll find him for $100, I think, on TF Source, and maybe I think it's Big Bad Toy Store may have him for 100. But I think he's a fantastic figure. He looks great. He poses well. He's got great paint applications. He's got nice light piping. He's got great tight joints, ratchets where you need them, and I think he's molded well and painted very well. I really can't really think of anything about this figure that I don't like. Um, he's not absolutely perfect because no figure truly is. Everybody's going to find something wrong with one figure or another. But for me, for this guy, I can't find anything really wrong with him. I would say that he's great for a masterpiece collection. If you're a Transformer collector, he's great to pick up. If you're into masterpiece figures only and you don't mind having the third party, get this guy. He's perfect. Matches well with the masterpiece fig, with all the masterpiece figs. They look really good on the shelf together. If you're a jazz fan, he's for you. If you're not into third party figures, I get it. I would probably say pass him. If you're not into third party figures at all, pass him, because you're just not. He's not going to blow you away like other third party figures have for me. He's not going to completely go, oh my god, this is the best third party figure ever. But he's really, really good. So if you're not into that, I would say pass him and just wait for the masterpiece or Takara version to come out, or Takara or Hasbro version to come out. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm very tired. So this has been Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and this is Generations Toy or Generation Toy J4ZZ, aka Masterpiece Jazz. And he truly is a masterpiece. Thank you all very much. Have yourselves a good one. And don't forget about the giveaway of the Marvel Legends figures. I will tell you right now, sneak peek for December, I am actually giving away a Transformer. You all have yourselves a great night, and we'll talk soon.